Hi, this is Alex again. I wanted to use this sort of second video. Well, I guess it's technically the fourth because the first got broken up into 3 elements. But I was going to use it before the events of yesterday unraveled, that I would make it about, what I do to help with anxiety or some sources of inspiration. But I think it's really important, given what's happening within the past 24 hours around the world, to mention the earthquake and the tsunamis. I have a friend who I met abroad. She's one of my very, very good friends. She lives in Tokyo. Before last night, when I found out at like 3 o'clock in the morning about the earthquake and the tsunami, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I just checked Twitter really quickly, and then I saw all these tweets, and I, of course, had to turn on the news and Al Jazeera, and I was just glued to my TV and the coverage, and I was just horrified, watching, people get swept away again and again and again, and it was just awful, and I was crying because I didn't know if my friend was okay, and I get a hold of her, through all the whatever medium we could, cell phone, Facebook, Twitter, any way like we could. We just couldn't get through to her, and we haven't heard from her until later today. It's been almost a full day, and no updates. So she finally got online, and we were very relieved to hear that she is okay and her family is okay. But she gave us some updates about what is going on within Japan itself. My friend Aya, she's a very, 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 very bubbly girl normally. These updates that we got from her, she just did not sound like herself. She's physically okay, but you can tell she isn't okay. I can't even begin to imagine the horrors that she's seen and witnessed and encountered over the past 24 hours, and she's one of the lucky ones. There are pictures you can see on my Tumblr who are carrying their children who were swept away by the tsunamis, and they're covered in mud and they're crying, and it's just horrifying. So I just want to read to you a couple of quotes about what's going on. She posted on, we have a mutual friend who's from Tokyo. He's visiting Boston right now. We went out to dinner with him tonight. She posted on as well that things are definitely worse than you think. People in Tokyo are alive, but pretty much everything is messed up. It doesn't look like this. It's the city of Tokyo, and I haven't heard from friends in Sendai either, which is the town where the tsunami hit really badly. It's been reported that 3 people who were trying to fix the nuclear power plant died. You probably shouldn't come home. I don't think he understands right now, because he left before everything hit, that I don't think he understands the depth of the situation. One of probably the most important quote that she said to me is, "To the world, please don't forget about us in this little island. I love you." I think we just need to hold that quote in our minds for over the next weeks and months and, years it's going to take to rebuild all of the damage, and nothing's going to replace the lives that were lost. And my prayers just completely go up to them, and my heart breaks every time I see those footage, or I see how much my friend has seemed to have aged overnight because of what she's witnessed in the past 24 hours. It's the worst earthquake she's ever felt, and the scariest thing, buildings are crumbling, and the aftershocks are stronger than our strong earthquakes here, and it's just awful. And I wanted to mention that because I think it's important that we spread the word, and we keep it spread, that after the cameras go away, people don't forget, because after the cameras go away, those people are still going to be there picking up their lives, and they're going to need help for a long time to come until, celebrities and Charlie Sheen and Lindsay Lohan don't need to be dominating the media outlets when things like this are going on in the world. If you text 90999, if you text the word Red Cross to that number, you donate $10 to the Red Cross, and it goes right to your phone bill. You can also reblog several posts on Tumblr. There are a bunch of them going around that if you reblog it or if you like it or if you follow that person, they're going to donate money every single time that happens towards relief. And so I just like to say that there are options, and if you can help in any way you can, if you can't donate any money, if you can reblog those posts, or if you can press like every single time you see one and spread the message, then that is your way of helping, and believe me, it is helping. Every little bit helps. Also, if just keep talking about it. Don't let the conversation die down. I got really upset last night when partly because I was freaking out that I didn't know if my friend was alive, that I'm on Twitter and people are posting, trivial things when people in this world are getting swept away and buildings are falling on them, and there's people that don't know, they've got wild waters coming to them, and people are just talking about like fast food or something, and it made me really upset, and I'm not easily angered, and I thought that was kind of bad. So just keep it in your mind, just like we need to keep Chile in our minds, and just like we need to keep the Gulf region in our minds still, a year after the Gulf oil spill, because they're still going to be cleaning up for years and years and years. I don't know how any of this video can relate to what I was my spiritual blog or my blog about anxiety or whatever. It really doesn't. This video is for Japan, and if I can help spread or keep the word or keep what's going on in there, and that small little island, like my friend said, in people's minds, then that's my bit of helping. I just pray that everyone is going to be okay, because no one deserves to go through that. And I think as awful as these natural disasters are, and they are extremely, they're like the worst thing in the world. They just come out of nowhere and they shake you to the core. It shows us that no matter what God we subscribe to, what we believe, what political stance we hold, what the color of our hair is, what shape our eyes are, what color our skin is, no matter what it is that makes us different, we're all held together by the human strain, and we all have hearts, and we all have the same basic needs. And I don't know how anyone could look at what's going on in these areas of the world and not be completely heartbroken over them, and my heart reaches out to them. So I think this can be a great lesson for people to bridge roads and come together and understand each other, and I just hope we use this and we learn from this in any way that we can. So if we can just, keep vigilant and pray, and even if you don't believe, no matter what God you believe in, or even if you don't believe in God, say a prayer to just say a prayer to say a prayer. It doesn't have to be to a God, or donate helps. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Take care. Aya, I love you, and I hope you're safe, and I hope your entire family is safe. And everyone in Japan and Southeast Asia and Hawaii and